this video, I'm going to teach you how you can implement if statements inside your while statements to make them much more powerful and actually make decisions within the loop. And so to do that, we're going to start off with creating a variable x and assign it the value 1. And then we're going to create a while loop, and this loop's going to loop 1 through 30. So we're going to do while x is less than or equal to 30 and start our loop. And now, well, first thing I'm going to do, and it's a good practice, is let's add our incrementer first and close off the loop. What that's going to do is, I can't tell you how many times I've created an infinite loop on accident just because I spent all the time on this function part and forgot to add the incrementer. So it's a good practice just to put that in the first place. Okay, so now instead of putting the function first, we're going to add the if statement right away. So we're going to do if x is less than or equal to 18. We're going to do console log no driving for you yet. And if you watched the previous videos talking about using if statements when we use this insurance and driving and that kind of thing, this will be familiar to you, but the thing you'll notice is before we had to set up a lot of different variables and get prompts from the users, and we had to do everything manually. Now that we're putting all this inside a while loop, all this happens automatically. And so now we can put an if else block in and say x is less than or equal to 21. And say console log no buying of drinks either, and then end that, and then we'll put in our catch-all, our else, and we'll say console log let's see, can drive and lots of other stuff, which will catch everything that is greater than not only 18 but also greater than 21. So you can see right here we have a while statement that will take in the value of x, which starts out at 1, at every iteration, which iteration is just a fancy computer science term for looping through one time. So after every loop or iteration, we're going to increment by 1. So it's going to start off with 1, then it'll go 2, then it'll go 3, all the way down, and we'll console log out if it's less than or equal to 18. We'll say no driving for you yet. If you're if you're greater than 18 but less than 21 or equal to 21, it'll say no buying of drinks either, and everything above that, so that'll be everything that is above 21 years or older, or above 22 years or older, it'll catch this one and it'll say you can drive and lots of other stuff. So we are going to run this and see what it does. And as you can see now, zoomed in on the console, you can see that this is a shortcut that the JavaScript console does. You see these numbers? This shows how many times this string got printed out. So you can see 18 times it printed out no driving for you yet. 3 times it printed no buying of drinks either. And then 9 times it printed you can drive and lots of other stuff. So this shows exactly how you can integrate if statements and even if and else statements within the while loop so that your program can make decisions while it's looping through information. You don't have to add a lot of other variables or that kind of thing. The loop will do a lot of that work for you and add some automation to your programming.